Yo guys, what's going on? LifeOfRio here, and I'm gonna bring you guys today my Trinity Prime build like I promised you guys in the last video. I'm gonna try to make this video as quick as possible and to the point to try to help you guys out. I'm gonna be showing you guys 3 different builds, and we're gonna jump right into it for you guys. Now, I have 3 different builds. This one is personally my favorite. This is kind of like a hybrid all-around build for Trinity, but I'm going to be using Vampire Leech with this build. You can also take this mod out. Remember, most of my builds, or all of my builds, are just a guideline for you to find your own personal playstyle. So take out whatever mod you feel like doesn't help you or fit your playstyle, and then just make it your own, man. That's all you have to do. Now, with this build, the main thing about it, what I really love on this build, is natural talent. Natural talent is a big staple for me on this build because, as you can see, when you cast her 3rd ability, it goes a lot faster. When you cast your 4, oh, I'm actually out of energy. When you cast your 4, it's actually really quick, but her 4 isn't really too slow at all. So you mainly want it for your 2 and your 3. For that's why I use natural talent, because without it, I kind of struggle with it without it a lot. Because when I'm in high level content and I'm trying to keep up Link, then switch to the next guy, EV that guy, move around, it tends to take a toll on you because sometimes damage is coming in so quick. You need to get your Link up as quick as possible. So that's the reason why. So the way how you're going to use this build is, let me show you guys some demonstration. The way how you're going to use this build is that you want to keep up your Link at all times before you enter battle, or when you're at high level, and then you want to keep up your blessing. So you're just going to get these guys, you're going to EV them, and then whenever you EV them, you're going to kill them, and then you're just going to rinse and repeat that whole entire thing till you get your overshields. And then when you get to overshields, when you get enough, you're going to start getting purple shields, which is then going to help with your survivability, and then just rinse and repeat and keep up blessing. So that's what you're going to do with this. This is just my favorite. It's just really fun to do, and it's really quick, especially with natural talent. It's just a very fun thing, especially in late waves. You can keep this up with overshields, but if you're going with team play and you do not need the overshields, you can definitely take out Vampire Leech and switch it to your personal mod of your liking and make it a lot better. You do have 6 capacity points left over, so you're fine to switch it to whatever you would like. Now let's go into config B for you guys. Now config B, guys, this build right here is going to be an EV build. For all the newer players that don't know what an EV Trinity is, but you always hear people talk about it, EV Trinity is always used like in the raids, farming on bigger planets, whatever. A lot of people love EV Trinity. And so the way how this build works is this: you want to have as minimum duration as possible. And you're probably thinking, how do I lose duration? The way how you lose duration is to have like a max fleeting expertise and combo that also with transient fortitude, and that takes me down to at least 15% duration. And for this build, what you're going to need also is you're going to need quite a bit of range. Now, this is subjective to change because it depends on what you're doing. If you're doing a raid you need to cover wide instances to where a lot of people like to ask for overextended and stretch from max range, and you can also put cunning drift in there as well for the OCD if you want to go crazy on the range. But this is just to make sure that you hit everyone in the radius of your ability with Energy Vampire. And so you look at your ability in Energy Vampire, the amount of range that you have on there, the power range meter goes to 235 meters. And so the energy pulse is at 42 meters. So you're covering up 42 meters of that ability. As long as people are within 42 meters, they will get the energy pulse. And so I'll be giving back 58 energy over that pulse. And so the way how this EV build works is like this, guys. You're not going to shoot the enemy like I showed you in the first one. What you're actually going to be doing is that you're just going to spam EV, and then whenever you spam EV, that's it. The pulse go out, and then you gain your energy back. That's all people need you to do, is just to keep that notion on. And so the only 2 moves you're going to use with this build is EV and Blessing. Blessing just to heal you. You're going to do this. Blessing, go right back to it. And then as you can see, quick thinking came in right there because I'm going to be spamming just to keep my energy up, period. And so the whole thing just goes hand in hand with each other. As you can see, it works very well with Trinity. And so that's the main thing that you're going to be doing. You're not going to be using Link because Link has no timer on it. It just goes away too fast. So let's go ahead and jump into the third build, what I have for you guys. And remember, whatever you would like to change out, you can definitely do so. Let's say you're doing a defense, and the defense area that you're at isn't too big. It's not enough, it's not really a huge space. You can take out stretch and fit in another mod to your liking, because you don't need that much space. I mean, you don't need that much range, period. So let's go ahead and jump into config C. In config C, what we're going to be doing is, let's jump into this one. What do we have? Config C is actually an amazing freaking build, because the abating link augment for Trinity is a fantastic augment. What it does is that it strips armor, and to achieve a complete armor strip, you need 223% power strength on your Trinity. As of right now, you guys can see I have 228. You can achieve this with a lot less effort than what I'm actually doing, because I just don't have a max blind rage. You guys know I have a lot of endo, but I just don't want to max it out, and I also have a second blind rage. I don't want to spend my endo, man, because I'm not a big fan on blind rage too much, but it definitely comes in handy here. So what you're gonna do with this build, you need the 223% power strength to at least strip their armor at 100% guaranteed. And so what this is gonna do is help you out at crazy high levels. Remember, you can switch out whatever mod you would like. Now the thing is with this build is that the 65% power efficiency means that you need to make sure one of the first things you do is EV a enemy, just so you can kill them and get your stacks out there. EV the enemy and get your stacks out there. So I'm gonna do this right here for you guys, show you guys this on a heavy gunner. Jump in here, and then as you guys pay attention, I'm gonna be stripping their armor entirely. As you guys can see, I'm gonna EV this guy, kill that guy. Whoa, 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 I made a mistake. Always EV the person whose health you've already stripped. It makes it easier for you, as you guys can see right there. So put EV back up, and then you're gonna hit that guy. I said put EV back up, and then you're gonna keep link up, and then all of their armor is gone, which is just freaking amazing, which makes it so easy for you to deal with high armored targets, because they die so much faster because you've taken away all of their armor. So it's a fantastic build. I love it all around. You know what, let me show it to you guys again. So it kind of makes it like early game for you, early to mid game, even though you're late game. So you're gonna jump in here. Make sure, like I said before, EV the person that armor who's you stripped. And that right there was an epic fail, because I took too long to even do it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it again. We're gonna jump in here. So let's jump and get the whole thing started. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna EV this guy, right? Kill that guy. He's gonna die from the slash damage anyway, but we're gonna rush it, and then we're gonna EV this guy. Same thing, keep the whole notion going, keep a blessing. EV this guy. Same thing again, and you just rinse and repeat, guys, and it just works so well. And it's just a fantastic thing, because it makes your Tigris and just slash based weapon just eat away at their health, and it just make things just so much easier for you. So guys, that's my 3 Trinity builds for you guys. I hope that you guys really did enjoy it. I try to make it as quick as possible for you guys, so you didn't have to wait too long in the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now remember, config C is abating link Trinity. Config B is going to be EV Trinity, to where you need to make sure that you do not have any duration possible. Get your duration as low as possible for the EV. Config A is going to be just my favorite build of all around, with Trinity, with Link and Blessing, and I'm going to be doing EV as well with Energy Vampire and stacking up my shields for survivability. As always, thank you guys so much. You guys are helping the channel immensely, and I'm just so happy and humbled by the whole thing. Thank you guys, and have an amazing day, and I'll catch you guys later on the next Warframe video.